Welcome back to JB Reviews. I finally found a Red Edition Ram. Now if you don't know, this is a 2023 1500 Limited, and the Red Edition actually stands for something. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram did donate something like $4 million to help fight health crises around the world. And so what's cool about this truck is not only does it have the air suspension, when it's dropped down to the ground, it looks really cool. It actually stands for something. Special shout out to Larry H. Miller here in Sandy, Utah. This truck is available for sale, and let's just say it probably won't last long. This thing is super nice. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see what's an option and standard on this spec. Now as mentioned, here's the spec, and then the base price is right here. And be sure to pause for some of the standard equipment that came on this build. As far as some of the options go, that customer preferred package is the Red Edition for $55.90, and then that paint was $200. It does continue at the top here. Limited level 1 was $42.95, $392 axle, and here is a few other things. Now this limited level 1 does have like a lot of stuff I would not care to have, but it does have the power running boards in there, spray and bed liner, wireless charging pad, and the surround view camera. Destination comes in at $18.95 with a total price of $80,860, and here's the fuel economy for this setup. So up front, you do have a forward-facing camera right between that A there. Love the gloss black on the grille, and it pretty much matches the paint on the truck as well. LED fog lights with parking sensors down below, and full LED headlights. And then check out your tow hooks down below. And this one does have that sport performance hood, as you saw, which has the heat extractors and that 5.7 liter Hemi. Yeah, when you add it all together, this is a really nice spec, and I do like it in black the best. Now this is the entry and exit. The one that you saw was the off-road 2, which is the highest setting, and on the side here, 22-inch wheels wrapped in a Pirelli Scorpion tire. And then here's the tire size, 285, 45, 22. And then here are the capacities for the tire, 2,601 pounds at 50 psi. And then here's that red badge on the side. Looks good actually. And here are the tow mirrors. Now I'm not a huge fan of these on the Limited. I prefer the regular ones, but you can see down below you do have a camera and a backup light for your trailer. And this mirror is heated with the blind spot monitoring. Smart key system on the front doors, and you have the power deployable running board down below. But when the truck is this low, you almost don't need it. And then this does have the 33-gallon fuel tank, as you saw. And I love the wheel design too. They're not black, they're like a gray color. Love the dual exhaust. And they give you a parking sensor on the side too. And then out back, blacked out taillights. I'm actually surprised that this truck does not have the split tailgate. Class 4 receiving hitch down below. And they provide a 4 and a 7-pin. LED lights for license plate. And here's some of the badges on the back. You do have an LED light down below too for your conventional hitch, and a camera. Assisted tailgate, which you would expect. And this is how you undo this bed cover. You have 2 on each side, and it's basically a flip. Oh, I forget, you have to put these up completely for it to work. Like that. And do the same thing on this side. And now you can flip it. So it flips twice and it just sits right there. And you have one camera in the high mount. Lastly, you can turn on the LED lights in the bed, and it does turn the lights on up there too. I do like the position of the shark fin too. And who doesn't like fender flares on the Limited? I've seen these trucks with and without it. It looks so much better with them. And here's the other angle too. So here's the powertrain for this truck. So this is the 5.7 liter Hemi, as you guys saw. Has the 48 volt generator on top. So this is basically a mild hybrid. So this engine is going to have 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. It's going to have like 130 supplemental torque from this e-torque system. It's mated to an 8-speed transmission known as the 8HP75. They use the same transmission in the HDs. Very smooth, and it puts the power down strong. As you guys saw, 392 rear, so this is technically max tow, which is kind of pointless on this build because it doesn't have a lot of payload. Alrighty, so check out this beautiful interior. I don't care who you are, if you hate Ram or not, this is the best interior in the game. Soft leatherette, where you want it at. Great stitching designs. You have this black trim pieces, which just really pop well. And then check out the speaker grill designs, just really top notch. These are the most comfortable seats too in this segment. Maybe these are second place to Ford's because I haven't seen a Limited yet, and they look very plush. I believe those are Lincoln seats too. And then here is the steering wheel. It is going to be manually operated, but it is telescoping. But you do have power pedals down below. Electronic parking brake, and here's some of your lighting controls. You can adjust the lumbar up and down, and the front and rear of the seat bottom is controllable, and of course the seat back. Tilt headrests, and for 2023 you now have a digital cluster. It's gonna be a 12.3 inch screen, and you still have that 12-inch display over here. A little bit of storage above with a power outlet, which I like. The dash has the leatherette with the stitching, and you can see there, you can kind of see it maybe. This does have heads-up display, which is new for this. Harman Kardon 19 speaker, home link, and then here's some of the controls above. This truck is missing a sunroof. Like if I'm spending 80 grand, I would have definitely wanted that sunroof. Now the camera that you saw above on the cab, that's what it is for here. And the UVC, this is basically ultraviolet light, and this is going to kill like any bacteria inside of the glove box basically. So hey, that's a really cool function for the red. You're not going to be able to get that on any other trim from what I can see. Wireless chargers right there. Deep storage with a 115 volt alternating current plug. And one thing I love about the Limited is this. You get these covers that really dress up the interior. On lower trim levels below the Limited Longhorn, this is all exposed. Here's another badge. So this says Ram Red. More of that stitching. I like how they finished this in Velcro with that USB. It's a Type A. And you also have this finished in Velcro and down below. Typically they just make this hard plastic, but I like that Ram takes a step to do that. Really nice attention to detail. On the passenger side, you have the same seating controls as the driver. And then just check out the overall design of these seats. These seats are beautiful. Real leather. Perforated. Storage is right there. And here's just that door card again. Grab handles wrapped in leather too. And then out back, same treatment on the door card. There's noticeable hard plastic down below. But look at the speaker grill. Man, it's beautiful. Seat back pockets. And these seats do recline too. You can see it right there. This does drop down too for cup holders and more storage. They finished this in Velcro too. And then check this out. Heated and ventilated seats out back. Another 115 volt power plug, 4 USBs, air vents. You also have some of those cup holders there. And check this out. This is the biggest cab in the segment. When you put this seat up, I mean, you literally can probably sleep 2 people back here. Not comfortably, but you could do it. You have to spoon each other. So hopefully it's your wife doing it with you. One last thing. There's 2 speakers above with the sliding glass. Let's go ahead and take this thing for a drive. The Hemi sounds absolutely amazing. So in this screen, there's a lot of great information. Right now I'm in the vehicle info page. So the first thing you're gonna see is the MPG. They put it all in the same spot. That was very smart. And then you have these gauges with the actual numbers. I love that they do that. Tire pressure. And then this shows you where we are for the air suspension, engine idle hours, and then back to your MPG. Something else that might be worth showing is the navigation can be now full screen in here. And one thing I've always said in the past, this is one of my favorite half tons to drive. I think that Rams with air suspension not only ride well, but they handle even better. It's like one of my favorite trucks to drive. But when you do go over like I think 15 or 20 miles an hour, it does come out of the entry and exit. And so now, right now, currently it's at normal ride height. And I believe there's an aero mode too. Oh yeah, even hitting those bumps, oh my goodness, this truck is so smooth. Now they did take away the wood trim piece on the steering wheel. And I've actually heard guys actually say that they're actually disappointed by that when they went to go buy another Ram. So I think Ram should probably stop being cheap and give people that small little function. That's just my personal opinion. But I think that it's worth it for some people to have that nice wood trim piece because it does dress up the interior. Now, there are a lot of nice functions in here too. As you guys saw, this does have the 360 camera view. So you do have surround view camera right there. You also have some cameras like this for like the left mirror, right mirror. You can see where you are in the lane. This is actually good for parking too. You have more cams, so you can do top, front too. Now these will go away as you're driving, but overall this is just such a comfortable riding half ton. Like, it's one of my favorite, like I said. And even if you're planning on towing a trailer, it will actually adjust for you too, so it won't squat too much. Here's a little bit of acceleration. Yeah, this truck is really responsive. Now that 392 might help a little bit with performance, but for the most part, it's really good for like climbing grades. But it's so smooth. This is just a well-built truck. So here are the numbers for the axles. The front's gonna be 3,900 pounds, the rear is 4,100. Ram is actually class leading here. Like, you don't necessarily have to get max tow to get that higher ax ratio out back. 7,100 pound GVWR and 1,312 pounds of payload for this configuration. So all in all, like I said, these trucks don't normally have a lot of payload because it's top of the line. And the only way they can really change that number is by raising that GVWR from 71 to 7,400 pounds. But I hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out to Larry H. Miller. If you're on the market, be sure to let them know you saw the video, and I'll see you guys soon.